Welcome back, everyone. We are happy to welcome Whitney Mosley with the History Museum. And on July 13th, the History Museum on the Square is hosting the first community service fair at the Park Central Square. Whitney, it is so great to have you. It is your first time on the show.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
So welcome. Yeah. Can you tell our viewers, maybe if they're not familiar, with the History Museum on the Square, what do you guys do?
Yeah, so we are located on the historic square in downtown Springfield, and we share the history of Springfield, Greene County. So we're a fairly new building. We opened in 2019 at our new location, and we have 6 permanent exhibits that explore the history of the area, starting from Native American, up to Pioneer, all the way to Route 66. And then we have a special temporary exhibit. So right now we have a special exhibit about hotels and motels on Route 66 called Checking In.
Wow.
That's fun.
Yeah, so it's open throughout the summer. You can check us out especially during the Route 66 Fest downtown. And yeah, we just share that history. So I'm the education manager at the museum, and I get to work with students in all different aspects, sharing that history and helping them connect to local history as well as Missouri and national history.
Yeah. I'm from St. Louis, and moving here to Springfield, I didn't know the history of Springfield and how much actually went down here. So it's definitely, it's full of rich culture, again, history, all of that. Do you mind telling us about the event on July 13th?
Yes, so the event on July 13th is part of our Civics on the Square programming. This summer we were hosting the Civics Summer Series. So we've been,
Yes. Look at it right there. There's the flyer.
We're helping students connect to different aspects of citizenship through different events, one each month. So our upcoming one is focused on service and ways that you can connect to your community and help serve and give back. So we encourage all people to come out. Yes, these are some scouts. They were visiting for a scout badge, and all the badges have an aspect of community service. So they brought some donations for a food pantry.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah, we have like booths out in the community. This is a way that we connect. This is one of our volunteers. And so at the fair itself, there are going to be about, now we have about 30 organizations around Springfield signed up. They'll have booths out there, and they're just going to share with you information about how you can volunteer with them and help serve in different ways, including the History Museum. So
That's amazing.
I love that.
What would you, why is this event so important for our community, for people like myself that are, kind of newish or maybe have been here forever and just don't know what's in their backyard?
Right. I think it's because Springfield has so many amazing organizations that serve the people of Springfield in so many different ways. Right. And so anything that you're interested in or passionate about, you can probably find a nonprofit organization that you can connect with and then regularly volunteer through. Cool. History Museum is one of those. I actually started at the museum as a volunteer.
Okay.
And before I ended up getting hired. So I think, I found my passion there and was able to connect to people of Springfield, tell them about Springfield history. And I think there's so many other organizations that have the same mission and drive, and we want to be able to give them a big platform. And also it's so exciting to be on the square because it's like a central point downtown. On Saturday, people will be out and about anyways. You can come stop by a booth and see if you're interested in getting involved in the community.
Oh, I love that. That is so fun.
Well, I've already told you, I'm a huge history nerd.
Yes.
And so when she said you're coming on, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. But I've never been there.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that. But you just talked about, on Route 66, your special, what is it, the hotels?
Hotels, motels.
Hotels and motels.
Okay.
Yes.
Cruising.
Checking in.
Checking in.
Yes,
Sorry.
you're good.
Really cute.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
So is it that just in the Route 66 area of where we're at, or is it along the whole route?
So we are definitely focused on what was going on in Greene County during Route 66, showing some different hotels and motels that are important to the area, and which is really cool for people who travel from all over the world to travel Route 66. They get to really see how Springfield is so important to that history. And the hotels and motels is kind of cool because we have a really unique architecture in this area with that Ozark giraffe stone type cabins, and it's really cool. Yeah.
First I was like, we have giraffes.
Right?
So
no,
we don't have giraffes.
The Ozark River stone, if you see all those buildings around town that have kind of that patchwork stone, that's really unique to the Ozarks.
Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah. And so there's so many of those Route 66 motels that are still up and around that feature that architecture.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to be learned
Right.
at the History Museum. Now you did mention prior to us going on air something happening in August as well.
Yes. So it's our final event with our Civic Summer Series, and it's featuring legacy.
Okay.
So we want to talk about one, the things that we remember as a community, as a history museum, that's really important to us.
Right.
But also as like a young citizen in the nation, you want to think about like, what's the like impact you're making? How are you making a difference?
So good.
By being a citizen, doing service, being a leader. And so we're doing a walking tour of downtown. Kind of, there's so many different like memorials and monuments to explore, and like that history that's really rich in the area. And then we're going to put together a what is it called? Time capsule. So we're encouraging everyone that comes to bring a piece to contribute to our time capsule.
Wow.
But that is on August 17th. It's also in the morning. We know it's summer, so we've aimed for like 10 a.m. for all our events.
You guys are thinking about it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so one more time, the information for July 13th.
Yes.
Time, obviously the date, July 13th.
Yes.
Tell our viewers one more
Yeah,
time.
so it's 10 a.m. to noon on the square downtown, really easy to find us. There'll be a lot of booths set up, lots of tents. We're gonna have water available, and you can come, connect with about 30 organizations on the square, and really, get involved in the community.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, what a great opportunity.
Especially if you're newish here, you're brand new, maybe you've been here. I think volunteering, I mean, the sense of community here in Springfield and the Ozarks is just unmatched. Everyone, there are so many great organizations. So if you're curious to find out more, what's the website for the History Museum? Where can people go for more information?
It's historymuseumonthesquare.org. So pretty easy to find us, and then we have an events tab which has all these things listed under. So.
That's amazing. And what are your guys' hours of operation? Is it Monday through Friday?
So we are actually open to the public Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
Typically 10 to 5, and then Sundays we have a half day, so we're open from 1 to 5.
Okay.
Check out the galleries. We encourage you, especially
All right.
if you guys want to learn a little bit about Springfield. It's a great place to start.
Whitney, you will see me
Yeah.
very soon.
I love it so much.
Yes, thank you so much for your time. You guys check it out July 13th, 10 a.m. History Museum. But